medical attention. Um, I went to the hospital and Dr. Reed ran his chemical test rates from his DI 177 form and was unable due to his highly intoxicated state. At the time, obviously, the vehicle was towed. Patrolman Benson then prepared a search warrant affidavit for blood, submitted a search warrant affidavit to Michael Kazak, APA, the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for review. Mr. Kazak returned the search warrant and the affidavit to Benson, which was sent to Judge Michael McNally. Ultimately, the search warrant was approved. We served the search warrant at Orwell Hospital. Nurse Stephen Simpson drew 2 vials of blood. They were secured in the evidence MSP blood collection kit forwarded to the MSP crime lab. And on July 29th, Crozille Township Police Department received State of Michigan Department of State Police Forensic Science Division Laboratory Report TX 25-10251 in regards to Stephen James Balance blood alcohol content, which was 0.500 grams of alcohol per 100 milliliters of blood.
I never heard of such a thing.
On July 31st, the warrant recommendation for Wayne County Prosecutors Office with following.
Is that why you guys are going state on this because of the high BAC?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to authorize on the super drunken OWI charge. I'm going to ask you to approach and sign the complaint, please. It's the highest I've ever heard of.
I totally agree. Never. Only the second he was given because he wasn't.
Do you know this gentleman lives on Meridian?
He lives right behind the gas station.
I hate to see this guy. You know, it's a first offense, it appears, right?
Actually, it's a second.
Why didn't they charge?
I don't know.
When's the fryer? I don't have the criminal history in.
2 deputies in 7 years. It was out of Riverview.
Why didn't they do that?
I don't know, Your Honor.
All right. Well, either way, I can't. Lisa, I think this still should be done with a summons and complaint is what's troubling me. And I don't want to put a warrant and lien on this. The rules changed. I mean, I don't want to put a warrant and lien. Do you have his phone number? Why don't you call him and say he needs to show up in court today?
Okay.
Lisa, you can hold off on entering the warrant. Tell him he should come in this morning. Okay, I'm not gonna I'll put down $100. He may be released when interim cash bail is posted in that amount. But I think you should call him and tell him we'd like him to come in first thing this morning for arraignment. Okay.
Give it a shot.
All right.
He's had some.
They can always move to amend if they want, I suppose. But if somebody's got a 5-0 maybe prior in the last 7 years, I find it unusual that they wouldn't charge OWIQ, but no, that is not within 7 years. That's in 14. That's the problem.
His name was within 14.
Yes, the disposition date was in 15. It's actually Wyandotte, 27th.
Okay.
So that's not within 7 years.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, call him, tell him to come on in. Okay?
If not,
Cooperative?
is it capable? Proper mind. How's that? Maybe that's the next way to put it.
You mean because of intoxication or otherwise? Well, I don't want him driving here if he's drunk.
I did have another incident with him. I'll give it a shot.
Okay, tell him to take an Uber if he's drinking. Tell him he better not drive if he's drinking.
Okay,
I want to get him on a sober link and get him in a treat.
okay. All
Thanks.
right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Stay seated, please.
Court back session.
People against Stephen Billette. Stephen James
Right, for the
Billette,
motion.
25 I 718-730. Your name?
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Stephen James Ballard.
Michael A. Carmen, P7324 on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Your name?
Detective Constantine Secretary, Roselle Township Police Department.
I asked the detective to stand here. I don't usually do this on a misdemeanor because I wanted him to tell you, if you can't tell from reading whatever's in the file, as to what Mr. Belente's blood draw was.
He PBT the first time at a 0.60, second time at a 0.571. And his blood alcohol was being regulated. Came back at a 0.500.
I've never heard of anything so. So I want you to understand, I don't want you to admit that you even took a sniff of alcohol that day, okay? So don't say anything. Does he stand mute, waive formal reading?
He does, Your Honor.
All right. So I'm going to set a bond. Tell me where he works at.
Your Honor, he is currently interviewing for paraprofessional jobs for the coming school year. He's had interviews in 4 different districts. Is not sure where he is going to be placed just yet, but that is his plan for the coming school year, which starts in a couple weeks. Full-time paraprofessional. He's currently residing with his parents on Bayview on Grosse Ile.
Is his father here?
I believe he's in the parking lot.
And correct me, has he already been printed on this?
No, he is not.
Okay, let me just double check. How much do you make, sir?
On average, $40,000 a year.
I'm setting 5. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Your Honor, just that his last trip was July 19th. That was 2 days after the incident. At that time, after he was arrested, he did move back in with his parents for the time being on Bayview Street in Grosse Ile. On July 28th, he took his own initiative to go to Maple Grove inpatient and was there until August 1st. He does plan on attending AA. I think his first one is going to be tonight. But otherwise, ask for consideration of a personal bond. You know, here on time today. Obviously, resigning with his parents at Grosse Ile. He's not going here.
I'm still setting 5,000, 10%. He's going to have to borrow some money. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. You can post that, right, sir?
Yes,
You're to pay. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. There's to be no contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You're going to AANA at least 5 times per week, and you do have to be on a SoberLink device by the end of the day.
Sure.
You post the 500. Go over to probation. They'll explain it to you. You have to go to AANA in person. And again, 5 times a week. I think you need to start to set the stage with him to be in sobriety for.
You know, I've actually already explained that possibility to him, just the cursory outline of it. I think that's
I'd love to have you in there, Mr. Boleyn. I think we can help you. Okay. Now, Lisa, I want this case. Okay, it's going to be on my docket.
Okay.
So I'm going to set it for September the 2nd in the afternoon. Is that good?
Yes, 1:00.
So your pretrial will be September 2nd at 1:00. Mr. Boleyn.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Boleyn has indicated he wants to retain me for this matter. Will you use September 9th, please?
Yeah.
Whatever time this.
What time is that going to be, Lisa? You're not on the state docket anymore either, are you, Mr. Boleyn?
8:30.
8:30 in the morning, September 9th, Mr. Balint, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I don't want to get anybody to panic, but I'm shocked if he's at a 5-0, but then still laughing. Shows what I've always learned. I don't know. We got to get him some help. Thank you. I'll see you.
Thanks so much.
Good afternoon. Sober link into the day, son.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Separate probation and
Yep. Thank you.